Here I am, exposing the dark forces of evil, the true representatives of Baphomet. My Tyler Hansen Part 1 videos seem to get a lot of attention, but there is a vast majority that still don't get it. A vast majority that are unfortunately still deceived by this one individual. A vast majority that continue to send money to this one individual. Well, I am here to put an end to all of that, to save my fellow Christian brothers and sisters, and show them the importance of human skull and gait analysis, and we will also be covering much more in this video. And please be sure to subscribe to my channel. The more of us, the better it is, for our bodies are the temple for the Holy Spirit, and together we are the church. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what we can find here.
He's hanging out with Taylor Swift. Today, my post a few weeks ago saying how I thought the Chiefs were going to be in the Super Bowl because the powers that be love the number 3, and well, this will be their 3rd Super Bowl in 3 years if they win. And if you're new here and you don't know why I would be saying 3 or 33 would be everywhere, it's because, well, these guys, they run everything, and they love that number because they love the fallen angels. And well, a third, or 0.33, of the angels fell from heaven. And if you want to see my point hammered home just a little bit more, let's look at this. It's diabolical. The Bills had 3:33 left in the game to beat the Chiefs. And well, after the game, the Chiefs cut all their post-game press conferences to 3:33. Yeah, I bet it was just to rub it in the Bills' faces, not to rub it in all our faces.
Yes, because of course, you're not rubbing it in everybody else's faces. And look at that, what we have here. Tyler Hansen 33 at yahoo.com. Works at content creator. Give me a break. All the content that you do is other people's. All you do is this little pointing thing while people's videos play in the background. Let's take a look at Tyler Hansen's so-called wife. Ladies and gentlemen, can you not see how backwards this picture is? Take a close look at the skulls. I'm telling you, no doubt about it, Tyler Hansen has a female skull. If you look at the so-called wife, that is a male skull. That is how a male skull should look. So if you've been following and watching my videos, by this time, we should all know that females have an upside-down egg-shaped head with close set of eyes. Males have a box squared shaped head. Eyes are further apart. Take a look at the bowling ball simulation. The holes indicate eyes and the mouth. Tyler Hansen obviously has close set of eyes, and the upper and bottom jawline highly indicates a female skull. Now look at the far set of eyes on Tyler Hansen's so-called wife, and look how big those ears are. Disgusting and pathetic. Earlier in the video, if you haven't noticed, we stumbled across the name Liza Hansen. Liza. So that's apparently Tyler Hansen's so-called wife, Liza Hansen. So Liza is 100% a biological man. I can tell just by skull checking, Liza is a man. And from trans investigating Tyler Hansen, if Tyler Hansen is a woman, then 100% sure the partner is a male. This is exactly how these Baphomets roll, and this is a perfect example what a relationship looks like in the Baphomet religion. And I'm just now getting started here, ladies and gentlemen. So right now I want everybody to remember these blue lights that are in the photo. These blue lights that are right above Liza Hansen's head. That color is going to become very important later on in the video. So stick around while we move on to the next thing. What we see here on the next clip is a actual biological male and female. And I know this for a fact because this is a picture of my friend with his girlfriend. Also, the skulls match perfectly for both genders that they represent. You have no idea how difficult it can be to find a biological male or female on Google search images. So I want everybody to get a good visualization on how a male and a female skull should look like. And this is completely the opposite when we looked at the previous picture of Tyler Hansen and Lisa Hansen. Ladies and gentlemen, do you realize how much time and effort I put into my investigations? My videos aren't just based on a hypothesis. Before I post any of my videos, I've already come to a solid conclusion on what I am exposing. So I take very high precautions before I post anything. So again, I make sure I am not wrong when it comes to my investigations. And nobody likes to be wrong, so it gives you a bad reputation. And it just doesn't look good to others, especially on this platform. And most of all, especially if you're here trying to convince others, so they aren't led astray, so they aren't deceived by these perverted individuals, these demons. What angers and frustrates me the most, there are so many of my Christian brothers and sisters who have been fooled by this representative of Baphomet, and they continue to follow and send money to this individual. Let's look deeper and see what else we can find. This next picture is very interesting, and we'll get back to it in just a second. In the next photo, I want you to remember this pink stripe that you see on Tyler Hansen's book bag. Just remember that pink stripe because it's going to be important here in just a sec. Now look at this. Look at the word that says rogue on Tyler Hansen's shorts. That too is going to be very important here in just a sec. Alright, now let's review the first picture that I said that was very interesting. Tyler Hansen is commonly seen in his photos wearing this triangle/pyramid symbol. Tyler Hansen knows that that triangle represents 666, and it is a Baphomet satanic symbol. And some of you guys may think that I am overanalyzing, but this is all about to come together. Okay, so the next thing I want you guys to look at is the pink and blue colors that are on Tyler Hansen's shirt. We see the same colors on this individual as well, which makes things even more interesting. Stick with me, ladies and gentlemen. All of this is about to make so much more sense. And some of you may already know where I'm going with all of this. Those two colors, pink and blue, are very commonly seen on Tyler Hansen. I mean, look at his clothing line. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why is ice the color pink and wall the color blue? Doesn't that seem a little backwards to you? Better yet, besides the hat, how is it that you can always catch Tyler Hansen wearing those two colors, pink and blue? You know, these two colors, pink and blue. It's kind of funny because those same two exact colors symbolize as transgenders/bisexuals. And we have just scratched the surface of this video. Well, remember one of those last pictures that I said that we would get back to? You know, the one that showed Tyler Hansen with her book bag. You know, the book bag that had the pink stripe. I mean, why would you have a pink stripe on a book bag that looks like that? Just seems very random, don't you think? And let's not forget, has to have the color blue on, because those two colors show what they represent. Do you realize how many celebrities do the same thing? Many celebrities show off these same two colors, blue and pink, to show what they represent and who they represent. This is such a common thing in Hollywood. Also, you can't tell me this is a biological male. Look at the flamingo foot step. The knees bend outwards, and there is no space between the legs. And they wear the color pink because it is symbolic to what their gender really is. And I find it even more interesting that there is a guy in the background wearing a blue shirt, the color blue. And I'm pretty sure it's a guy because the legs look pretty straight and there's a space between his legs. That is how pinky should look. And as I move on, I have more pictures to show you, ladies and gentlemen, of celebrities wearing the pink and blue. Again, when I do my investigations, they are done very thoroughly. And people that appreciate my work and are on the same page as me give me pointers to some things, sometimes, that I might have missed. Therefore, it is important, and it becomes my responsibility to go ahead and cover the things that I might have missed. Just like it's your responsibility to spread this video, this message, to the ones that are deceived by this individual. Alright, let's keep moving forward and see what else that we can find. It's crazy that color pink and blue is everywhere on Tyler Hanson's page. Okay, this right here. This is the third picture I've come across on Tyler Hanson's Facebook profile with the word rogue on it. Remember, we also seen that word in this picture. And I know this is a clothing line, but there is more to it than this just being some type of favorite material that Tyler Hanson likes. Well, do you know what the definition of rogue is? Here, let's take a look together. Rogue, a dishonest or unprincipled person. Here, let's use it in a sentence. You are a rogue and an embezzler, Tyler Hanson. Ladies and gentlemen, all the signs and symbols are right there on Tyler Hanson's Facebook page. Remember, the people that we are dealing with here are well known to put the truth right in front of our faces. They think by doing so, they avoid the repercussions of karma. On the next thing, I put the word rogue in the gematria calculator, and it is very interesting, the number that it spits out. 66. Could that also be a reason why Tyler Hanson likes to wear that word on her clothing? And right here I pull up the word rouge. You know, it's easy to get rouge and rogue mixed up when it comes to having to spell. But I find it very interesting that rouge looks just like the same color that I touch on in this video. Alright, let's move forward. Also, look at the blue collar on the dog. That's also going to be important here in a little bit. As I dig further into Tyler Hanson's Facebook profile page, I'm going to pull up again the pink and blue colors. So much hidden signs and symbols on this Facebook page. I'm telling you. I mean, look at this. Truther or less. You decide. What? Is she talking about herself? Oh, give me a break, you disgusting piece of trash. What's this? Give a listen to my life experience the past year if you feel up to it. If not, check out the Dave Weiss episode. He does. The host is a great guy. I thought you were done following Dave Weiss, Tyler Hanson. What's up with that? That's like keeping old pictures of your ex on your Facebook profile. Nobody wants anything to do with some pervert piece of trash that has a Baphomet symbol right on their Productions logo. The name for the Productions seems like it speaks for itself. Alright, let's move on to the next picture. Look at this. Again, we see Tyler Hanson with the pink and blue colors. We also see it on the dog. Obviously, that identifies the dog as a male. Alright, let's keep going. What is this? Why would you wear a California shirt, Tyler Hanson? According to your videos, you're not even nowhere near from California. Is it because the majority of the transgender Baphomet worshippers live there? I think that's what it is. And let's not forget the 666 satanic Baphomet symbol. That's the second time we catch you wearing this in this video. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see what else we can find. What is this? Again, the colors blue and pink. Alright, maybe that color isn't pink, but it's close enough. And does that blue ribbon actually symbolize a male? I don't know. I don't like to skull check young children. Let's take a look at this next picture. Again, what do we see? Tyler Hansen with the pink and blue colors. Look at those pink polka dots. Why would a male wear pink polka dotted shorts like that? You also see pink ribbons on the top of the roll cage of the Jeep. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, they are showing you who they really are. The signs and symbols are all there. You just have to look for yourself. Again, look at this. Tyler Hansen with a pink hat, and look at the other dog. The dog has a pink collar. Remember, the other one has a blue collar. And if you look very closely at the sunglasses, the Oakleys, it's a pink Oakley symbol. Also, Tyler Hansen loves this old pagan holiday. Ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt, this is a transgender. This is a female. Males' knees do not bend outwards like that. Again, she's wearing the pink and blue colors for what she truly represents. It's right there. It's all on everybody's faces. I'm telling you. In my Tyler Hansen Part 1 video, I already went over Tyler Hansen's gait and skull. If you haven't already seen that video, go check it out. It's on my channel. And be sure to like. So right here I have some exclusive footage of Tyler Hansen's gait. And we can clearly see that Tyler Hansen walks just like a female. I'm so done with this slimeball piece of trash. On this episode, I'm finally putting a nail in the coffin. Again, please be sure to spread this video to everybody so that everyone sees it. People need to realize and understand that this is a deceiver. This is just another imposter that is playing the opposite role of their gender and also playing the opposite role of true righteousness. So in my Tyler Hansen Part 1 video, this is the video I use to break down Tyler Hansen's gait. This video is on her YouTube channel, and I think it's hilarious because I made a comment the first time that I seen this video, and I didn't say like anything rude. All I said was, "Thank you for showing me your gait." And what did she do? She went and turned off the comments for that video. And like I said, my Tyler Hansen Part 1 video breaks down this whole entire clip and shows the gait. Shows Tyler Hansen's gait. And I know this shit stain has seen my video. I've posted it all over her Facebook page, and I've personally sent it to her. I emailed it to her. Why are you going to disable comments on that video, but leave it open on this one? And all the other ones? Well, you know why. And all darkness must come to light. These next clips are perfect snapshots that I did on the Tyler Hansen Part 1 video, just in case anybody missed it. And at one point in the Part 1 video, I said how Tyler Hansen fakes her walk. And this is the still footage. And this is exactly what I mean, that you can't escape God's signature. The skeleton never lies, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that bent flamingo leg. Do you realize you are dealing with God's children here, Tyler Hansen? And when you lead my fellow brothers and sisters astray, be sure that I will be raising an alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking your time and watching this video. God bless you all, and remember, have no fear, for He is always with us.